Good morning, students. In the last class, we converted unbalanced transportation problem to balanced transportation problem. Unbalanced transportation problem to balanced transportation problem. Then we find it first one, initial basic feasible solution. We got 515 rupees, we got 515. Now we have to find optimality. The second step we have to do it, optimality test we have to do it. Optimality step we can do with the help of two steps, optimal test. One is UV method, or generally we call it a Modi method. And second one is stepping stone method. Stepping stone method. Already we discussed the stepping stone method. Today I'm going to find optimality by UV method for the last problem. Okay. Last problem already we have. Final table I already gave. How much I gave? 5 rupees I gave. Once again, I'm going to write the table once again. Okay. Come right. Continue to the last class. The last class we converted unbalanced problem to balanced transportation problem. Then we find initial basic feasible solution by VAM. We got 515 rupees we got. Okay. And now we have to find optimal test. Before that, I'm going to copy the previous table. I'm going to copy previous table. Come right. D, E, F. Okay, here we have 4 rows we have. 1, 2, 3, 4 rows we have. And 3 columns. D, E, F. 5, 1, 7, 6, 4, 6, 3, 2, 5, 0, 0, 40. And allocations are, for 1 we have 10 we got, for 6 we got 16, for 4 10, and 6 also 10 only we got, for 3 we got 15, for 0 we got 40. And cost, total cost, how much you got? Minimum cost means here we got minimum cost as rupees 515 rupees we got. Now we have to check whether this amount is minimum amount or not by optimality test. Keep the heading optimality test. Optimality test. Of course, optimal test what we are doing here? UV method or Modi method. Step 1 is in this one. First, the allocation should be m plus n minus 1 allocations. The allocation should be m plus n minus 1. Number of rows here, 4 rows. Number of columns, 3 here, minus 1. 4 plus 3, 7 minus 1, 6 allocations. Check it, how many allocations we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, we have 6 allocations we have. Number 2, all allocations should be in independent position. All allocations should be in independent position. Independent position means should not form any closed loop. Independent position. If you have any doubt here, I'll draw the diagram. See, I don't have any independent position. We'll check it here once it's there and not there. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4 rows we have, and 3 columns are here. Here we have allocation. Here we have these 3 we have allocations. Here we have allocation. Come on, try to join any one. Here I can join like this. I can join like this, like this, like this. Here now I can't join anything because I want really should not join like this vertical. Should I have to join only horizontal? No, sir. I want to join like this means okay. You can join like this also. If you join like this also, we're not getting independent position. Here, no? Yes. If you join like this, yes, I'm getting like this, like this. Yes, we're not getting any closed loop. We're not getting any closed rectangle or square. So all the allocations are independent position. Should not form a closed loop. Is it forming any loop? No. So allocations are independent position. So I can check by optimality test. To find optimality step, first I have to find ui vj values for uij and vj values for basic cells. ui and ui plus vj for basic cells. Okay, once here, see, come on again, copy the table once again. Here we require only, of course, here we'll find ui and vj values as ui plus vj is equal to how much? Cij. Okay. From right here, where we have allocations, one we have right here. 1. Again, you have 6, 4, 6. 6, 4, 6. ui plus vj is equal to Cij. 6, 4, 6. 3. Allocation note. 2 is there here. 5 is no allocation. And one more we have. Row, one more row is there. What is that? Row is 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 allocation correct. Now we have to find ui and vj values. ui and vj values. How this ui and vj value should be means, if we add that, we have to get Cij, we have to get Cij. ui plus vj is equal to how much you have to get Cij for basic cell. Here, I'll assume this one is 0. u1 is equal to 0. If u1 is equal to 0, here seeing v1, v2, v3, nothing but this one is corresponds to first row and second column. First row and second column, if I add it, I have to get 1. First row and second column, if I have to get 1. So already first row 0 is there. So obviously second column becomes, how much it becomes? 1. Because 0 plus 1 is 1. Now 6. Second row is not there. First column also not there. We can't do anything. For 4, row is not there, but column is there. What is the column here? 1. 1 plus something is equal to 4. How much? 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. So I got u2, I got. Next one. Now we'll go for 6 back. For 6, row is there 3. So obviously column becomes 3 only. 3 plus 3, 6. And again here for 6 is there. Here 3 we have. For 6 I'm discussing. Here 3 is there. So obviously 3 plus 3, 6. Go for third row. For third row, 2 is there here. Corresponding row we are not having. Column is there. Column 1 is there. 1 plus 1, 2. So here u3 is equal to how much? 1. u3 is equal to how much? 1 we have. Why means here 2 is there here. 2 is there here. So 1 plus 1, 2. Here we have 5 is there. One second to understand it. 1 minute. Yes. 1, 6, 4, 6, 3 we have. So first I assumed one of the value is 0. One of the value is 0 I will. Okay. So once again, this one 0 I will comment. This one 0. If it is 0, for second, first row we have 1. First column nothing is there here. Nothing is there here. So 1, this adding of these two will get 1. We have to get already 1 is there. So obviously 0 plus 1 becomes 1. So this is 1 over. Now 6. Second row is not there. First column is not there. So we can't do anything. I'll go for 4. For 4, here we have row is not there. For column, how much we have? 1 is there. I can write here 1 plus 3, how much? 4. Is it correct? 1 plus 3 is 4. Correct. Now we'll go for 6. Again, I'm going here back. For 6 row, we have 3. So obviously column becomes how much? 3. 3 plus 3, 6. And again here 6 is there. Here one more 6 is there. Row is 3. So our column how much? 3. 3 plus 3, 6 over. Now for 2 is there here. For 2, column we have, row is not there. So I can write 1, I can write. Because 1 plus 1, 2. 1 plus 1, 2 over. If I wrote 1 here, for 5 we getting different. No, 3 plus 1, 4 and we getting. Mistake is there here. 1 minute. Maybe I wrote the positions wrong, maybe. Yes, positions are wrong. 6, 4, 6. Should not write this 3. I wrote 3. 3 is wrong. Here I have to write no. 3 I have to write here. So 2 is not there. 3. So if I add here, see this one. I wrote here this one. I wrote this one. Okay. 0 I have to write. 3 plus 0, 3. Correct. Over. And still I have here. What is the cost here we have? The cost here we have. Here, what is the cost here? 40 we have here, right? 40. So here we have cost is 40. 3 plus something is equal to 0 means here also we get minus 3 will come. So outside value is adding, if you add, you have to get inside value. So add, check it once. Ui plus Vj is equal to Cij. Now I want Ui plus Vj for non-basic cells. For non-basic cells. Come right, add this here. Four rows, 3 columns. Here, this is non-basic cell. Add it. This position non-basic and add it 3 plus 0, 3. Now here, this is non-basic cell. 0 plus 3, 3. And this is the non-basic cell. 1 plus 0, 1. And this is the non-basic cell. 3 minus of minus 3, 0. And this is the non-basic cell. 1 minus 3, minus 2. That's all. For non-basic cells, I calculate Ui and Vj. Here, see, this is the non-basic cell. Corresponding row 0 is there. Corresponding column 3 have 0 plus 3, 3. Just I wrote Ui and Vj plus for non-basic cells. Now I'm going to find. One more I have to write here. For non-basic cells, I'll write Cij's, I'll write in the table. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. For here, this is non for 3. For 3, how much is there? 5. Cij's I'm writing here 7. Again here 6, 4, 6. All are having 2, 5. Okay. This 2 also wrong one. I wrote here. Okay. 5, 7, 2, 5. This 2, 5. And one more we have 0, 0. See, in first row 5, 7 are non-basic cells. In second row we have all our basic cells we have. Third row, okay, 2 and 5 and 0, 0. Now, what we have to do is we have to subtract Ui plus Vj minus Cij for non-basic cells. For non-basic cells. This is Cij for basic cells, non-basic cells. Cij for non-basic cells. All right, the table. Again, 4 rows we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 3 columns. 1, 2, 3. Come on, do subtraction. Ui plus Vj for Ui plus Vj minus Cij for non-basic cells. Come on. 3 minus 5. Minus 2 we got here. 3 minus 7. Minus 4. And here 1. 1 minus. Here also forgot to write here. 0 plus 3. 3 here. Okay. 1 minus 2. Minus 1. 3 minus 5. Minus 2. 0 minus 0. 0. Minus 2 minus 0. Minus 2. All these values Ui plus Vj minus Cij should be less than equal to 0. Ui plus Vj minus Cij should be less than equal to 0. All are less than equal to 0. The solution is optimal solution. The solution is 1 minute. The solution is optimal solution. Optimal solution. Optimal, that is the final answer. What is the final answer which we got? 515 rupees. Optimal solution. Therefore, minimum cost of transportation. Minimum cost of transportation is equal to how much? 515 rupees. If you got any value as negative, positive, if any value you got positive, then obviously this 550 rupees is not the final amount. There is a chance to reduce it. Then we have to reduce it by allocating a cell to the corresponding position. So once again here, see, optimal test, UV method, the allocation should be m plus and minus 1, and all the allocation should be in independent position. I wrote UI and VJ for basic cells. Of course, starting I wrote 1 or 2 cells, wrong I wrote. Once see properly here now, once again, we have one allocation, we have 10, 6 we have allocation, 4 we have allocation, 6 we have allocation, 3 we have allocation, and 0 we have allocation. That only we have to write. Previously I wrote 1 or 2 allocations, wrong I wrote while copying. So see properly, which are having allocations, this we have. That we call it basic cells. We calculate UI and VJ as, if you add these two, we have to get inside. Here see, first I wrote 0 here. 1 plus 0, 1. Corresponding row and corresponding column. See, 3 plus 3, 6. 1 plus 3, 4. 3 plus 3, 6. 3 plus 0, 3. 3 minus 3, 0. We got all be satisfied. We have to assume one of the values 0, and remaining values we have to write, adding corresponding row and corresponding column, we have to get internal value. Adding corresponding row and corresponding column, we have to get internal value. That's all. And now I calculated U and VJ for non-basic cells, which are having non-basic. Here, this is the non-basic cell. Just add it outside row and corresponding column. Corresponding row and corresponding column, add it. That is UI plus VJ for non-basic cells. And as third table is, we have to write CHs for non-basic. CHs, right? Cost of transportation. What you have 5, 7 like this, you know, that all the values are wrote. Now do subtraction here. If you got all a negative or less than equal to 0, the solution will be called as the optimal solution. That is the final answer. So what is the final answer? 515 rupees is the final answer. And now one more method is left. The last method, transshipment. That also do it now. All right. Next page. Keep the heading transshipment. Very, very important. Transshipment problem. In a transportation problem, okay, I'll write the definition to understand. In a transportation problem, commodity is directly transferred. Commodity is directly transported from one origin to one destination only. One origin to one destination. One origin to one destination only. In some situations, commodities may be transported from origin to origin, or destination. From origin to origin or destination before reaching final destination. Before reaching final destination. Generally, transportation transfer from origin to destinations only. But in some situations, what happens? Commodities will transfer from origin to origin or origin to destination before reaching the final destination. Is called transshipment problem. Is called transshipment is called transshipment problem. Okay. Now we'll do one transshipment problem, how to find optimum solution. Okay. Come write the question. Solve the following transshipment problem. Solve the following transshipment problem. Sorry, 1 minute. Solve the following transshipment problem. Solve the following transshipment problem. S1, S2, D1, D2, D3. And here we have same only. S1, S2, D1, D2, D3. Here we have 5 rows and 5 columns we have. S1, S2, D1, D2, D3. And similarly here also S1, S2, D1, D2, D3. And here we have supply, we have demand, we have supply and demand. Come on, write the supplies here. 0, total value 0, 18, 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30. Second row is 10, 0, 20, 15, 40. Next here 20, 13, 0, 4, 10. And here 40, 20, 10, 0, 20. 60, 70, 18, 20, 0. D1 we have 100, D2 we have 100, D3 also 100 we have. And supply here we have 100 and here we have 100. That's all. Now we have to solve it. Solution. If you observe this problem, this is a transshipment problem. Why means here we have sources and destinations. Here also we have sources and destinations. Here see S1 to S1, S1 to S2, S1 to D1, S1 to D2, S1 to D3 have. Sources we have, destinations we have. Here S1 to S1, sources to sources passing, and sometimes sources to destinations also is passing. Previously transportation means we have only origin to destination. But here we have origin to origin or origin to destination also. This kind of problem is known as transshipment problem. Here, all the demand may be concentrated in any one supply or demand point. Therefore, fixation supply will available. Nothing but buffer stock will be there. The buffer stock means simply here, how much we have 100 plus 200 is 300. Here also 100 plus 100 plus 100 is 300. So right here, buffer stock. Buffer stock, how much we have? 300 we have. Add this buffer stock to all rows and columns of the transshipment problem. Add buffer stock, add buffer stock to each row and column. Each row and column of the transportation problem, of the transshipment problem, of the transshipment problem. Just add it. Add buffer stock to each row and column of the transshipment problem. So once again, I'm drawing this one. 5 rows we have and 5 columns we have. 5 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the columns also we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So write the values we have. right? And here supply we have, how much supply is there here? And here we have demand here. First row, how much we have? 100 is there. 100 plus 300, how much? 400. Here I have 200. 200 plus 300, 500. Here nothing is there means 0. 0 plus 300, 300. And here nothing is there, 0, 300. And again here also 300. And demand, we have to add 0 is there, nothing is there, 0. 0 plus 300, 300, 300. 100 is there, 100 plus 300, 400. Again 400. And this is also 400. Now add supply and demand. How much you get? You check it once. 5 plus 4, 9, 12, 15, 1800 I got. Here also you get 600, 10, 14, 800 we got same. Now we find initial basic feasible solution by VAM. Now we find initial basic feasible solution by VAM. You know how to do it. Vogels approximation method. Just give the penalties. Of course, cost all with it 0, 80, 10, 20, 30, 10, 0, 20, 50, 40, 20, 30, 0, 4, 10, 40, 20, 10, 0, 20, 60, 70, 80, 20, 0. And we added buffer stock to each row and column. So we got balance we got. Now we can consider this problem as a transportation problem. We can consider this problem as a, now once we added buffer stock, then transshipment is converted into transportation problem. Now we find initial basic variable by VAM. You know, after finding VAM, step 2 is we have to go for optimality test. Already you know how to find optimality test. Modi method or UV method. In Modi method or UV method, what we have to do means, first we have to find one table first. UI plus Vj is equal to Cij. Like this, we have to find UI and Vj for basic cells. For what? Which cells? For basic cells. And second table is we have to find UI plus Vj is equal to Cij. UI plus Vj for non-basic cells. Non-basic cells. And next we have to find one more, just we are not find, we have to write the values of Cij for non-basic cells. Cij for non-basic cells. Now second table and third table, correspondingly we have to subtract it. Nothing but final table is UI plus Vj minus Cij. All values we have to find for non-basic cells. If this non-basic cells always less than equal to 0, the solution is optimal solution. The solution is optimal solution. So here only one difficulty will be there, means you have to find UI and Vj values as equal to Cij, assuming one of the UI value as 0. Assuming one of the UI or Vj value as 0. That is your wish. Any one value, don't keep 1 or 2. We have to assume only one of the cell value as 0. If you got all are less than equal to 0, then I can say optimal solution. So once again here see, transshipment problem. In a transportation problem, commodity is directly transported from origin to destination over. In some situations, commodities may not transport from origin to destination or origin to origin or destination before reaching the final destination. Is called transshipment problem. We convert transshipment problem into transshipment problem to transportation problem by adding buffer stock to each row and column. By adding buffer stock to each row and column for supply and demand. We'll add buffer stock to supply and demand. So once here, see, this is the transshipment problem we have. Here, supply we have 300, we have demand we have 300. This some are left here. These are not available. So available is added. That we call as a buffer stock. That we call buffer stock. Of course, row wise or column wise, buffer stock always will be same, will be there. Here, supply 100 plus 100, 200 is there. Demand also 100 plus 100 plus 100, 300 is there. So here, supply we have 300, demand we have 300. Still, all some supplies are left, some demands are left. This value is known as buffer stock. What is the buffer stock here? 300. We have to add and supply. Sorry, we have to add this buffer stock for each row, for each supply, and for each demand. Wherever the data is not available, then we have to assume this is 0. Here 0. 0 plus 300, 300 I wrote. Add it, we're getting balanced transportation problem. So once you know balanced transportation problem, we know the process. First, we have to find initial basic feasible solution by BAM. And next, optimality test, Modi method. In Modi method, we have to find UI plus VJ minus CIJ for non-basic cells. Before that, UI and VJ separately we have to find for the basic cells, and we have to add it in the next table for non-basic cells, and CIJ for non-basic cells already we know. Do subtraction second table minus third table. We have to get all these values are less than equal to 0. Then I can say the answer which we got in the initial basic feasible solution by BAM is the optimal solution. So transportation problem is over, unit is over. The next class I'll start unit 3. It's enough for today. Thank you.